Okay, hello, my TeeTeePor stands. So I'm gonna be watching their cover of "The Eve" by EXO at their "Busking with You" or "Duang with You" series. So I have been seeing clips of this all over my feed. So I was like, oh, like I need to watch this, and I think I like luckily I found one person who like posted a couple of videos, and this was one of the ones I was looking for specifically because I was like, oh my god, like there's not many people who have posted it. It's mostly been on TikTok or on X where I've seen like either there's always like focus cam, so it's either for poor people or it's always for TT, and I'm just like, okay, well I want both of them in the shot, and I did find another one too, but well I don't know, we'll see if because I think that one's a little bit more farther than this one, but I think that one might be a bit better quality, but I might watch both of them after, like back to back. We'll see, but we're just gonna go ahead and start off with this version. I will be linking it in the description below for those of you who want to watch it or just on your own time and not hear me screaming because I know I'm gonna be dying from the little snippets that I have seen, but we're just gonna go ahead and watch y'all. 뽀뽀처럼 후원팀은 소리 들어봐 깨어 보여줘야 해. Oh, I don't know where to look. No, because why does TT keep looking at Poor? Okay, now they look. Oh my god, Poor looks so good though. Oh! Okay, now Poor is looking at TT. Woo! Wait, good lord, have mercy. No, because like there was already from the first second, whenever the beat drops and it gets dark and Poor, or was it I think it was Poor who went like this to TT. I was like, oh my god, they have been on another level. Obviously, I've been seeing a bunch of fans talk about, oh, like the whole like, oh, they're like the Bluetooth like no longer exists, like it has been like discontinued, like we are not seeing, like they are full on like now showing us a little bit more of their like skinship towards each other, and like how more comfortable they are, and like very like cutesy open, and then also just like the flirting like lines that I did see from this busking as well that had me like, because it was the scene from episode 4 where they're like, Shin ends up like, well, Duang ends up starting it first, and then Shin's just like, oh, like, oh, you want to bet, like, I can do, like, I will, like, I can turn so quickly that your head will be spinning, and like he was completely gobsmacked at the end of that. So they basically did like a whole recreation of that, but then TT like went as far as to say like, oh, like, I forgot exactly what I think he said, like, can I try or whatever? And we were just like, what? And then even Poor was just like, excuse me, like he was taken aback. And then also I think I think Poor just saying also as well something, and I think it was the same. There was the beginning of that line where he was just like, oh, like how do you know if you have you ever tried it before? And then TT was just like, he's like, whoa, he's like, there's so many people here, like I need you to calm down. And I was just like, ah! No, because like yeah, they are definitely gotten more comfortable with each other, so I love that. But I will say, like, it's always cute and like I like to see the chemistry between them when they do performances, because obviously the first time we have seen it was for the obviously was for DMD Friendship season 2, right, where they did their joint stage at the end of the season, but also and they did Knock Knock, right, they by Nanon, right, and featuring, I forgot, Jenon, right, Jenon from I forgot, is she from 4Eve, I think? Jowden, I think? It was something like that from 4Eve. But then they ended up doing that same song as well, like a snippet of it for, what's it called? For the Your Sky Busking, because I think it was, obviously, like, Poor was actively, like, we all knew he was gonna be in the show, like, from the pilot and the trailer and everything. And then, you know, obviously when DMD Friendship season 2 started airing, like while the show was like either about to air or was like in the middle of like filming and airing, then we found out, like, you know, at the end of that, oh, it's gonna be Poor TeeTeePor for the, like, they ended up being a ship, right? And then they ended up adding, basically they added TT to Your Sky so he could be Glyjai, and he can play Glyjai's character because that's Pun Lee's like partner for the series, right? So that whole thing, and then, you know, for the busking, like I said, Poor was, we always knew from the beginning was, and then, you know, once they added that, well, we didn't even know, I think at that point, I don't think we even knew that Glyjai was gonna be in the thing until, like, you know, we started being like, wait a minute, like, something's going on, like, why is TT here? And then we found out, and then, like, so then TT ended up appearing at the busking. And, you know, he wasn't even supposed, I think it was a busking. I'm pretty sure it was a busking, or like they were just having a little fan meet or something like that in this, somewhere in Thailand, right? Like a small one. And, you know, then they ended up performing Knock Knock, and everyone was losing it over that because we were just like, oh my god, like, that chemistry for them. And I really ended up liking the song a lot more when they performed it. But yeah, so we've been seeing the chemistry since then. You know, they've developed over time. Like, we obviously see it in the show We Are Dying in the show, even though it's like, you know, they say it's very much like these characters, I feel like for sure is definitely like them. I feel like the same way with well, not necessarily for Glyjai, for TT, but I felt it like for Bunley for sure with Poor. But, you know, obviously Poor has always said he's a little bit more on the colder side, or more like, I think more reserved, which I definitely have, like, I definitely think that's why I said Shin is definitely like as close to his character, like he has mentioned as well before, as well as TT kind of is close to Duang, in that, like, he is very energetic and very, like, you know, like very hyper, but also very like silly and goofy. So their characters really suit them well here. So it's just been a great show so far. And yeah, I just love whenever they do the little busking sessions, because we get to also see like them just like in a performance aspect, as well as like with everyone in the cast too, when they prepare these little stages. And it just gives, like, you know, fans something else to, like, you know, look forward to and like get excited for it, to like hype up as well the show. So, but I lived for it. I really liked it. And then this song choice, like, I think, I don't know, I wonder why they chose the Eve. I know the Eve, like, and EXO has been like very iconic for like a long time, so maybe they just wanted to try something different instead of like the more cutesy side. Because, like, obviously with, well no, because for Dex, what's it called, Clang wasn't really necessarily cutesy, but Skinship was, and then obviously for Beside You was also more of the ballady cutesy. So maybe they just wanted to try something a little bit different, something kind of like what they did for the Beach Boys performance, and like the what's it called, the Thailand Iconium countdown, where they did that Toby song. So I don't know, but I'm glad that they chose this song, because it definitely shows a little bit more of the, like, I guess, quote unquote, like, mature, cooler side of them. So I'm just like, I'm wondering if this was also supposed to be like a little bit of a not expectation, but a little bit of like a teaser, or like expectation of like maybe how it's, I'm like, I don't know, because we never know with the Mundi. Like, me and my friend Shai have been having this conversation back and forth of how, if we think they're gonna end up, because I haven't read the book, but I have seen and heard things about it, so I know it gets a little bit intense. So she's like, I don't think they'll end up going that far. I'm just like, I honestly don't know, because Diomandi always be saying, like, Diomandi always surprises me. Like, when it happened for Your Sky, I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not prepared for that. And then it happened, and I'm just like, I was dying over it, because I was like, oh my god, this is too much. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know, I'm just saying that, like, just, you know, just thinking about it in the back of my head. But either way, like I said, I'm really happy for them that they're like really getting, you know, the attention they from this show. I wish they could get a lot, they need a lot more, right? But, you know, everyone's definitely really loving, the people who I've seen like are really enjoying and loving the series, and how, you know, the characters are very like fun, and also like the dynamic between the two is very much them. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.